Today, we'll dive into the fascinating topic of structural organization in animals from the Biology Simplified for NEET 2025 book. Are you ready to explore? I'll make it simple for you. Let's start with the basics. When we talk about the structural organization in animals, we mean how their bodies are arranged, both externally and internally. It's like understanding how the parts of a machine work together. Clear so far?
But how is this organized in animals?
Good question. The organization is broadly divided into levels. At the cellular level, we start with cells, the basic units of life. Groups of similar cells form tissues. Tissues group together to form organs, and organs work together in organ systems to perform specific functions. For example, the stomach is an organ in the digestive system. Do you follow? Tissues are grouped into four major types based on their function. Epithelial tissue. These tissues cover and protect the body. Imagine it as a shield or lining. They can be simple, single-layered, or compound, multi-layered, and are further classified into squamous, cuboidal, and columnar types. For instance, the skin is covered with epithelial tissue. Connective tissue. This tissue supports and binds different parts of the body. Think of it as the body's glue. Examples include blood, bone, cartilage, and adipose tissue, fat. Muscular tissue. This tissue helps in movement. There are three types: skeletal muscles, voluntary and striated. Smooth muscles, involuntary and non-striated. Cardiac muscles, found in the heart and striated. Neural tissue, it controls and coordinates body functions. The neurons here act as messengers, transmitting signals.
But how does this apply to a specific animal?
Great question. Let's take the example of a cockroach, which is a common model organism in this chapter. A cockroach's body is divided into three main regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. These regions contain various organs and systems. Digestive system. The cockroach has a tube-like digestive system with a foregut, midgut, and hindgut. Circulatory system. It has an open circulatory system, meaning the blood doesn't flow in closed vessels. Respiratory system. It breathes through trachea and spiracles. Excretory system. The malpighian tubules help in excretion. Nervous system. Its nervous system is segmentally arranged, with ganglia joined by longitudinal connectives.
So the cockroach is like a mini machine with different interconnected parts.
Exactly. The same principles apply to all animals. This understanding helps us see the diversity in how different organisms are structured while recognizing the common patterns. We'll focus on epithelial tissues from the Structural Organization in Animals and Plants unit. Do you remember what tissues are?
Yes, tissues are groups of similar cells working together to perform a specific function.
Excellent. Now, epithelial tissue is one of the four types of animal tissues. It acts as a protective covering for the body and lines the internal organs and cavities. Think of it like the walls of a house that provide protection and structure.
So it acts as a barrier or a lining?
Epithelial tissue can be classified into simple epithelium and compound epithelium based on the number of cell layers. Let's start with simple epithelium. It has only one layer of cells and is further divided based on the shape of the cells.
What are the types of simple epithelium?
There are three main types. Simple squamous epithelium. The cells are thin and flat, like tiles. It allows easy diffusion of substances and is found in places like the lungs, alveoli, and blood vessels. Simple cuboidal epithelium. The cells are cube-shaped. This type is involved in secretion and absorption and is found in glands and kidney tubules. Simple columnar epithelium. These are tall, column-like cells. They're involved in absorption and secretion and are found in the lining of the intestine.
What about compound epithelium?
Compound epithelium has multiple layers of cells, making it thicker and better at protection. It's mostly found in areas subject to wear and tear, like the skin, stratified squamous epithelium, and the lining of the mouth.
What about the other types shown in the diagram, like pseudostratified and transitional epithelium?
Pseudostratified epithelium. It looks like it has multiple layers because the nuclei are at different levels, but it's actually a single layer. It's found in the respiratory tract, where it helps trap and move particles. Transitional epithelium. This tissue is stretchy and can change shape. It's found in the urinary bladder, allowing it to expand and contract.
So epithelial tissues can be specialized for protection, secretion, absorption, and even stretching?
That's why epithelial tissues are so important. They serve as the body's first line of defense and adapt to various functions.
This is so much clearer now. Thank you, ma'am.